For most of my adult life, I thought I had a drinking problem. Turns out I had a brain problem. The drinking was just the solution I found first. There's a network in your brain that's active when you're not doing anything, not resting, not quiet, active. It's called the default mode network. And in most people, it hums along in the background, processing, connecting, wandering, then quiets down when attention is needed. In ADHD brains, it doesn't quiet down. It runs, constantly, loudly, on everything and nothing simultaneously. That's not a focus problem. That's a regulation problem. The brain can't find its own off switch. I didn't know any of this for the first 20 years. What I knew was that alcohol worked, not in a fun way, not even in a social way. It worked the way medicine works, reliably, predictably, every time. 2 drinks and the noise dropped. The loop stopped. I could finally just be somewhere without my brain running 3 conversations behind my eyes. I wasn't drinking to feel good. I was drinking to feel normal. But alcohol, as a neurological off switch, has a ceiling. The dose creeps, the recovery gets longer. The baseline noise gets louder between sessions. What worked at 25 barely works at 35. And by then you're managing the solution as much as the original problem. Most people in that position get told they have a willpower problem, or a moral problem, or a trauma problem. Nobody said your brain is running an architecture that needs a different kind of input. And you found the wrong one first. When I got sober, the off switch disappeared. That's the part nobody prepares you for. You remove the thing that was managing the system, and suddenly the system is just dot there, unmedicated. That's when the real question appeared. Not how do I stay sober, but what is actually happening in here, and is there another way to work with it? That question changed everything. I started upstream, not with supplements, not with meditation apps, not with productivity systems, with food. Because food was the variable I could actually control and observe in real time. And what I found when I simplified, stripped everything down to the basics, compressed my eating window, removed the things that spiked and crashed my glucose, was that the noise changed. Not immediately, not dramatically, but directionally. The DMN needs fuel to run loud. Unstable glucose is fuel. Histamine load is fuel. Chronic low-grade inflammation is fuel. Every input that creates metabolic noise upstream becomes neurological noise downstream. When I reduced the inputs, the outputs changed. Here's what that looks like as a system. ADHD isn't an attention problem. It's a regulation problem rooted in default mode network hyperactivity. Alcohol suppresses DMN activity directly. That's not a personality flaw, that's pharmacology. A dysregulated brain found a reliable regulator. Sobriety removes the regulator without replacing the underlying architecture. Which means recovery isn't about willpower. It's about finding what else can modulate the system. Stable glucose modulates it. Reduced inflammatory load modulates it. A compressed eating window that keeps insulin low and cortisol rhythmic modulates it. Sleep resolves, not because you fixed sleep, but because you remove the upstream inputs keeping the system fired at night. Nobody handed me this framework. No doctor connected ADHD to DMN hyperactivity, to alcohol dependency, to dietary inflammation in a single conversation. It doesn't fit the model. It doesn't fit the appointment. It doesn't fit the prescription pad. So I reverse engineered it myself. Not because I'm exceptional, because I was out of other options. And what I found underneath all of it was that nothing I was doing wrong was actually random. Every symptom, every failed solution, everything that sort of worked but had a ceiling, it all made sense once I understood the system generating it. People with ADHD are told their whole lives that they're the problem. Too much, too loud, too unfocused, too impulsive. What if the brain isn't broken? What if it's running an architecture that nobody explained to you, and every solution you've tried was designed for a different architecture entirely? That's not a willpower problem. That's a map problem. Now you have a different map. What you do with it is up to you.